Hi, today we're going to learn how to use the Vista Railing quote tool to quote horizontal aluminum cable rail. This has been added, the cable rail has been added to the Vista quote tool. To use the quote tool, you have to go to vistarailings.com. Currently, you have to use Internet Explorer. It's the only platform that the quote tool works on. We are going to be adding the other platforms, Chrome, Edge, and others. But right now, Internet Explorer is your only option. So if you scroll down from vistarailings.com, you'll see this Vista Planner button at the bottom. Click on it, and then you'll have a Vista login. Mine's already populated, so I'll log in. And it gives you a list of all the other quotes that you've done. Today we're going to quote this sample deck on the right-hand side of the screen. It's a fairly simple deck, 12 feet out, 10 feet across, has a small 3-foot stair section and then 9-foot back to the home. We're currently on the cable quote tool software. It only allows us to do 90-degree and straight runs. This is kind of version 1 of adding the horizontal cable to the quote tool. Version 2 will allow us to do non-90-degree angles. It will allow us to connect the rails to walls or other wood posts. But right now it only connects from our post to our post and only in 90 degree. Should you have any oddball decks or different angle decks, we'd be happy to quote those for you. You just won't be able to use the software. So in this case, I'm going to start a new deck. So I'll start a new project. We'll name the project webinar deck example. And then we'll create this project. It says add a new deck. So this project, there might be multiple decks. In our case, there's only the one deck. So we'll add the new deck. We'll name it. Again, this could be the front deck, back deck, side deck, but in our case, it's just the sample deck. And then we're going to kind of use these drop downs to kind of set some defaults. So we're going to pick cable railing. So you can use this quote tool to quote our picket rail and narrow pickets, wide pickets, our glass rail. And now that cable rail is added, we can select that option. It defaults to textured black because that's the current color that it's available in. And then we have two heights, 36-inch and 42. We're going to select default to 36-inch, and then we're going to save these changes. And you can see this little checked box says clockwise. So when we do this quote, we're going to go clockwise around the deck in one direction as we set a section at a time. So it's really important to go in one continuous motion, and clockwise makes the most sense. So we're going to start with a new section. So our first section is going to be really this section here because we're going clockwise. So it's a 12-foot section. The drop-down railing type is already populated with cable railing. The length is calculated in inches. So 12 feet, it's 144 inches. So I'll list the length. Now the direction I'm going in is aided by this compass on the screen. And so we have to put a numerical code here that equates to the compass. You can see my deck goes off to the right. So I would say due east, that's 90 degrees. So I'm going to list 90 in the direction field. Textured black, 36. I don't have to mess with the number of posts. It'll calculate it automatically. I'll hit Save Changes, and my first section gets drawn. Now I'm going to add the next section. So I'm going to use this 10-foot section here. So we'll add a new section. 10 feet is 120 inches. Now the direction we're going here is we're going to come straight back or south at 180 degrees. So 180 gets entered into my direction field. And again, textured black, 36, they're the defaults. I'm going to save changes. And you can see my next section has been populated. Now I have to draw this stair section. So I have to come, the drawing tells me I go 3 foot down for a stair run. So I'll add a new section. I have to change the rail type from cable railing to cable stairs now. And the length of that stair is 3 feet, so 36 inches. I'm going to continue to go straight down, so that's 180 degrees according to the compass. And then because I've selected cable stair, I get this additional question. Is it up? Is the stairway going up or is the stairway going down? In our case, it's going down. So I'll save changes. And you can see it drew the first side of my stair railing. It has a slightly different shade of color to it. So you can see it's a stair rail. Now I have to draw my next section. But my next section, if you look at the drawing here, is actually a break. Remember, we're going clockwise around the stair. And I actually have a break here where I have the opening for my 3 foot stairway. So I'm going to add a new section. Instead of selecting cable rail, I'm going to select the break. It's one of my options. So break. The length of that break, or the opening of my stair, is 36 inches. 36 inches. That break runs in the direction to the left or due west. That's 270 according to the compass. And I'm going to save changes. And you can see it's created my break here. So it's created my break, and my new section, again, continuing to go clockwise, will start right here. I'm going to add a new section. I have to change my rail type because this section is still cable stairs. We know it's 36 inches. The direction is going back up to the deck or to the north. So I enter 0 for that direction. Textured black. Now I have to tell the system that I'm going up. So I'm selecting up. This will make sure I get the right bottom post, top post for the stair. I'll hit Save Changes, and it'll complete my stair railing. I have one more section to go, this 9-foot section of the deck. So my last section, I'll add a new section. It's cable railing, not stairs, so it defaults to that. 9 feet is 108 inches. The direction I'm going is to the left or west, so that's 270 according to the compass. And I hit Save Changes, and I've completed the drawing of my deck. You can see it matches the sample drawing here on the right. And when I hit Finish, this will give me really all of the material that I need. It gives me a drawing, which is an aerial view looking down on the deck. It'll give me the sections and the inches that I've created. It gives me a bill of materials here. This is really everything. So what's great about this software is you don't have to remember the brackets or cable covers or how much hardware to calculate or how much cable to calculate. It really gets all of those parts and pieces. This is the correct post, the left-hand top stair, left-hand post, top stair opposite side face post. It all calculates it correctly. List them in the bill of materials. It generates a list price. This is a Vista list price for which you can calculate your net cost from. And then it gives you a product placement and optimization components list. So here it'll list all of the pieces, tell you how many number of pieces are in those sizes. For instance, you can see this one piece we have listed twice. Basically, it's telling you to take this piece, take the first piece and cut it down, take the second piece, cut it down to this, and it also shows you where that's going to be placed. That's going to be placed in section 6. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll tell you where to go. So this is a really great cut list, optimization list. And what it really does is it tries to limit the amount of waste, and it makes the stair the greatest value by optimizing it. You can then hit the print all button up here, and it'll print 3 separate pages: the drawing, the bill of material, the cut list, where you can create a PDF from it and email it to your customer. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at Preferred Marketing, and thank you for watching this video.